Hey, this is Leon Poe, man. You listening to Causeway Street Podcast.
What's up, y'all? This is Kenny Anderson. Y'all listen to the Causeway Street Podcast.
For all you new listeners out there, I'm your host, Joseph Pavone. I'm joined as usual by my two co-hosts.
I'm Sean Dutra. What's up? So
Yeah, talk
long
about
walks
yourself.
on the bee.
There you go. Joel Pavone. What up?
I'm a Pisces. The most romantic.
It leads off with that.
The most romantic sign in all of the zodiac.
Oh,
If you couldn't tell by my voice already.
oh,
Sexy.
But I'm the producer of this ensemble that we call Causeway Street. In case you missed it.
Hey, Bill Walton here, Celtics 1986. You're listening to the Causeway Street Podcast. Yeah, come here for nothing but the truth. This is where dreams come true. Thank you, Boston, for my life.
where are we going?
You guys are such homers.
It's your boy Terry Rozier. You're listening to the Causeway Street Podcast. Now listen to my boys Joe, Sway, Joel, and Sean.
Eric Bledsoe should
There's some fighting words.
Think that there was a Drew Bledsoe before him.
Terry Rozier's gotten off to a strong start to the series. No turnovers in 78 minutes. How personally do you take that matchup?
Who?
Terry Rozier.
I don't even know who that is.
When you referred to him as Drew Bledsoe, were you just making a mistake, or was there something else?
Yeah, I made a huge mistake. But it is what it is now. I don't care.
And welcome to Causeway Street.
What up?
Hey, what's happening?
Now that was Drew. I'm sorry. I mean Eric.
Who?
Eric Bledsoe. Not
Who?
Drew.
Drew.
Not Drew. Not the white guy who used to play for the Patriots.
Oh.
But that was Drew. Trying to play mind games with Terry Rozier. Now, whether Rozier meant to say Drew on purpose or not, that's up to you guys. You guys figure that out. But that's, I mean,
Eric Bledsoe should
there's some fighting words.
Think that there was a Drew Bledsoe before him.
Well, one thing's for certain. Scary Terry, Jaylen Brown, and the Celtics are giving the Bucks the business as they take care of home court. And they have the 2-0 series lead as they head to Milwaukee for games 3 and 4. Boston's backcourt so far in the first two games have outscored the Bucks guards 96-25 in the two games at the Garden. While Rozier in 78 minutes, if you didn't already know, has not committed a single turnover while taking over for Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, come back. Come back, man. Come back. Let's do this.
Joe, these guys are for real. They're playing for real.
I know.
I mean, the game one win in overtime.
Do the Bucks sucks and the Celtics?
Well, I tell you this, that game one has been the best game so far in the playoffs. Still.
Oh, by far.
Still. I mean, you got game two. Celtics pretty much led the entire way. 14-point win, being up by as many as 20 points. But the Celtics never trailed, even though the Bucks tried to, cut the lead.
I feel like the Bucks had a shot in the first game, Yeah. That was about it. That was their best punch. That was it. That's what they were giving you. Like, if they could have won the first game,
yeah,
it would have been a series. But now I think the Celtics are going to sweep. I think it's a sweep.
Oh, damn. You're saying it's a sweep? You're not even giving the Bucks a chance now.
No, I don't.
I thought you were saying in 7 unless Marcus Smart came back.
I thought so.
Oh, damn.
I thought so. I thought Eric Bledsoe was a real NBA player.
Well, here's another tidbit. Jaylen Brown scored 30 points in game 2. Youngest player in Celtics history to score 30 or more in a playoff game.
True.
Doing big things, Mr. Jaylen Brown.
Hey, all I got to say is if Jaylen Brown will make the same jump that he made from year 1 to year 2, from year 2 to year 3.
An even bigger jump.
Watch the fuck out. MVP right there.
Oh, real quick, dog. We got to introduce ourselves. My name is Joel Pavone, and I got Sean Dutra in front of me.
And then Sway's over here too.
No, he's not.
Sway's
my man, my bro, Joe Sway Pavone is in Milwaukee as we speak.
As we speaketh.
I don't know how much fun he's having, but couldn't make the podcast. We got it. We're going to hold him down. We're going to hold him down.
All right.
We're going to hold him down because Dutra, I want to know what are your game 1 and 2 takeaways so far?
Biggest takeaways from game 1 and game 2 is Al Horford. That's it.
Wow.
He is the best player on the floor.
Plain and simple, huh?
I mean, you could give me first and foremost, the Greek Freak. He's making it his priority to just be known this series, right?
Yeah, but
he's like, no, literally the offense is just like, yeah, if he scores, great. If not, well, we'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, he's doing his thing, but isn't he averaging pretty much the same that he did in the regular season?
Yeah. I think
so. I mean, like, no. I know it's only 2 games. I get it, and the Celtics did what they were supposed to do. But going back to Milwaukee and kind of reminiscent of LeBron in Game 2 against the Pacers. Doesn't the Greek Freak, if the Bucks want a chance to have a chance in the series, doesn't he have to score like 40 or more?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. He has to score.
That's why I think
he has to score at least 45.
That's why I think he's not there yet.
No,
he's not that killer genius.
And the Bucks the Bucks aren't there yet either.
Yeah,
they're not. But I mean, Al Horford has been the best player in the series, hands down. I mean, the way Al Horford has been able to just take over the series, like he has never led the Celtics in scoring. Don't need to.
I mean, only the 3rd time all season he had a 20-10 game.
20-10, 5-5, and 3-1.
Like 3 blocks, 2 steals. He's literally all over the place.
He is literally the only dude above 6'10" in the playoffs right now that can run the offense. Legitimately run the offense.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Dirk isn't in the playoffs.
No, he's not.
Unfortunately.
Poor Dirk, but
I'm just saying, Al Horford, you watch. Embiid can't run the offense like Horford can.
No.
He cannot.
I mean, Sway said it in the last episode. Who can stop Al Horford? Like, seriously.
The whole reason why Antetokounmpo fucking fouled out the first game was because he had to guard Horford.
How many times did Horford go to the free throw line? That had to be a season high. I think it was 12 attempts for Mr. Al Horford. Playoff Al Horford? I think so.
The playoff Al Horford is in the building, baby.
Well, Game 3 tonight in Milwaukee. So you're saying Milwaukee does not have a chance in this series. This ends on Sunday, according to Sean Dutra.
All I know is this first round series needs to wrap up ASAP. ASAP. I got life. I got a baby coming.
See, that's what I love about being a producer of this show, where I love when Sean makes a prediction and then he sees what's going on
in real life,
and then in real life, and then he realizes, holy shit, like this team is on another level.
Okay, Joel, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be real with you right now.
Go ahead.
No Kyrie, no Gordon Hayward. Mm-hmm. This year's squad, playoff squad, as we see in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Versus last year's team. Who you got?
This year's team. Even without Kyrie.
And Gordon?
And Gordon. This year's team.
That's what I would say as well. I did not think that you would say that, man.
Let me tell you why, though.
Okay.
Because I love last year's squad.
Mm-hmm. Who didn't?
But it came down to 2, maybe 3 key players who would make key defensive stops, especially in the fourth quarter. I'm talking about last year's squad versus this year's squad, where you have 3, 4, 5, or maybe more guys making quality plays at the end of the fourth quarter. Like, going back to Game 1, seesaw game. You thought after the collapse in the second quarter by the Celtics that, like, oh man, this is what everybody was afraid of in terms of like Milwaukee taking advantage of the droughts. But how many turnovers have the Celtics forced Milwaukee to make in the first 2 games? Mind you, in Game 2, Milwaukee shot about 60%, but those 15 turnovers turned into 21 points. That was the difference. Jason Tatum, 3 steals. Jaylen Brown, a couple of steals. Al Horford, Terry Rozier, the list goes on. And you have 5, 6 players putting up double figures.
So are we okay to put to bed this year's team's better than last year's team?
Yeah. I think after the 16-game win streak, we figured that out.
No, but I'm saying like.
Right I'm saying. Oh, okay. In terms of like the way the team Kyrie is right now, no Kyrie, no Gordon. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I would take them over this team.
Yeah. Last year's team was a
Eastern
gritty
Conference
team.
Finals.
Was a gritty team, but they were 12th, I believe, in the league in defensive efficiency, while this team has been number 1 pretty much all season long. Even when Kyrie was out, even when Hayward was out, and even when Smart was out, they still maintained that first, like that top tier in terms of making stopping.
I agree.
Making stops.
1,000%. I think this team, the way it's currently constituted, I'm just like, it doesn't matter if they play like they were last year. Like, if you have Isaiah put on 40 points on this team, I'm sorry, I'm going to take this team.
Like, if the Celtics in the postseason played more like they did in Game 3 against Cleveland last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, then that'd be a tougher decision to make. But that wasn't a consistent thing, especially when Isaiah wasn't on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, this time around, Terry Rozier is on. He's playing ridiculous. He's playing out of his mind right now.
Terry Rozier, not gonna lie, you've heard me. You have heard me say don't sign him.
Yeah.
Sign that motherfucker. Sign the fuck out of that dude.
Okay, so you're not on the boat of trading him because his quote unquote value is high right now.
I think
you need Terry Rozier.
I think you play Terry Rozier through his contract next year and then figure it out after the season.
You know the good thing about Terry Rozier, and I'm gonna break it down because.
But you better sign him.
But we talk about how Ainge doesn't draft well at times. There's players that he should have gone with.
Right.
One player that comes to mind. God rest his soul, Fab Melo over Jimmy Buckets.
You going there?
I'm going there, but
I discussed today at work.
But the guys, I'm talking about guys like Terry Rozier. You know what? I'll even take it back a little bit
Let's
further.
Go last three picks.
No, hold on. I'll even go a little bit further back. Guys like Rondo, guys like Avery Bradley, guys like Terry Rozier, guys like Jaylen Brown, guys
James
like
Young.
No, not James Young. Guys like Jason Tatum. These are old school guys that will put the work in. Marcus Smart, I even throw him in there too. Guys that will put the work in when they know they need to improve. What was the knock? What was the knock on?
Joel, wait. Last 4 picks. You know what the last 4 picks are?
Go ahead. What are the last 4 picks?
Smart,
Mm-hmm.
Rozier,
Mm-hmm.
Brown, Tatum.
Yeah, those are the guys I put on the list.
I'm just saying.
Like
those are the last 4 draft picks. James Young is in there. James Young is in there after Smart.
But remember how many boos Jaylen Brown got. Remember how many boos.
I booed the fuck out of Jaylen Brown.
Remember how many boos Terry Rozier got.
I never booed.
I
never booed the Rozier pick.
But remember the confusion. I'm not saying you in particular. But I'm just saying. But remember the confusion when they traded away the number 1 pick that everyone assumed it was going to be Markelle Fultz.
Dude,
Jason Tatum. What was the knock on Jason Tatum? He can't shoot.
The knock on Jason Tatum is he wasn't Markelle Fultz.
But he couldn't. But they were saying that he couldn't shoot while Markelle Fultz had to go find himself. Jason Tatum has been balling all season long, becoming a daddy at 19 years old and still balling the fuck out.
Markelle Fultz had to get some peyote, go in the Grand Canyon, get in there, really feel himself, really feel what the color red is.
Yes,
he's like, red is red, but is it really red?
And then somebody was whispering in his ear, "Trust the process."
But is it red though? But is red? Trust the process. So but if I trust the process, what am I really trusting?
But going back. So going back to Ainge, whoever his scouting team is, like they look for the little things that make the little things.
Well,
remember when Markelle Fultz came. He made his visit to Boston. He was like, it was a foregone conclusion that Markelle Fultz was going to be a Celtic. He's like, he goes, I can ball up with Isaiah. We can switch off the ball. It's going to be a match made in heaven. And then he said, hold on.
Fuck you.
That's not happening.
I don't know if you noticed, but Fultz.
Your shoulders are fucked up. And I know this before anybody else does. That type of thing.
So what's your point?
No, man, my point is that when everybody assumes that Danny's gonna go one way, he goes another way completely, and it's paid off. It's paid dividends, especially the last 3-4 years.
All I gotta say is this: ready?
And of course, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt that when he found out Kyrie Irving wanted out of Cleveland, he pounced on that like a cheetah on a
ready
on a freaking what on a
next
fucking I don't know, on a hyena.
Next year's starting lineup: Kyrie, Gordon, Tatum, Brown, Horford.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Starting motherfucking lineup. You got Marcus Smart, who they'll re-sign.
Yeah.
You got Marcus Morris, who they'll keep because he's under contract.
He's got one more year.
You got Terry Rozier.
Not have to worry about him for a year.
Contract year.
Yeah.
Who's fucking with that? No one's fucking with that starting lineup.
Well,
that starting lineup though, Joel, give me a better starting lineup in the NBA. Try to put the Warriors on there.
Well, I mean, that's what I was going with.
Try to put the Warriors on there.
Durant,
you gotta hit,
Curry, Thompson.
I'm sorry.
Draymond.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. One day it's Zaza, another day it's.
Thank you.
It's McGee.
Guess what? We got Al there. We got Al sitting at the.
He's waiting
at the 5.
He's waiting.
Who? Okay, 5. Al. Right. Doesn't matter who they play.
Should be a defensive player of the year candidate, but that's just me.
Who's the 4? Draymond.
Yeah.
You taking Draymond? Or you
kicking the crotch, Draymond. Yeah.
You taking Tatum?
I'm gonna take Tatum all day.
Jaylen Brown.
Draymond is just a defensive anchor.
Number 3. At 3, you got.
But he
wouldn't
be able to stop him.
Hayward versus Durant.
I gotta give the edge to Durant.
Okay.
Because of his size.
Klay Thompson versus Tatum.
Versus Tatum?
No. Yes. No.
No, I think you meant to say Brown. Yeah.
Brown.
Versus Brown? It's closer than a lot of people think.
Damn right it is.
Yeah, you know I'm a Thompson guy.
I know you are. Kyrie, Steph.
I'm gonna give it Kyrie, man. Kyrie's got the better handles. I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is
we saw it in those 2 games against this past season.
If the Celtics was healthy, there is
we had
zero chance that they should not win the final. Win the championship.
We had Sway a few weeks ago saying that if everybody was healthy, he believes that the Celtics could knock out the Warriors in 6. That's what he said.
5.
Well, he said 6 though. I'm just
this year, if they had Hayward and Kyrie,
it'd be one hell of a finals.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be in 5. It'd be a wrap. 3-1 going back to fucking Boston. 3-1 going back to Boston, baby.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves. I know Celtics fans are feeling these first 2 games. If you were down at the Garden, that place was rocking. So now they head back to Milwaukee. That great place in Wisconsin. Let me ask you this.
Milwaukee.
No, I know. I'm being sarcastic.
Let's
I'm being sarcastic.
Let's love it. Come on.
I mean,
ask me a question about Milwaukee.
All right. What do you think about Milwaukee? The city of Milwaukee.
Okay. Milwaukee. The only thing that I like Milwaukee for.
I think I know where you're going with this.
The only thing is that when the Brewers were in the 80s.
Oh, I thought you were going to say PBR.
In the early 90s. Gary Sheffield grew up there. My favorite batsman in the MLB.
Became a prick, though, when he went to New York.
I know. Trust me, I know. But when he was on the Marlins, though.
Yeah.
My favorite player in the MLB.
I mean, that Marlins team in 2003.
Not even. That's in 1996. 1997 Marlins.
97, my bad. You're right.
97 Marlins with Renteria. Cabrera was a rookie. You had Sheffield. You had the pitcher, Jose Contreras. Who was the pitcher, bro? The Cuban.
You
know who I'm talking about.
Talking about El Duque's brother?
El Duque, no, yeah.
His brother.
El Duque.
His brother, yeah. I forget his name, but I remember
Felix Hernandez?
I think it was Felix, yeah.
Felix Hernandez.
Yeah.
Felix Hernandez.
Yeah, El Duque's brother, yeah, I remember.
Fire. The reason why I love that team was just like so. Everybody was just like, we're gonna hit triples and home runs and go crazy. Renteria, everybody. Also, okay, all right. Getting back on track. Sorry, guys.
back to the Bucks. Back to Milwaukee. Game 3.
PBR. I love PBR.
You're telling me, bro.
That's my favorite beer of all time.
It really is, huh?
Probably. I mean, it's the most drinking beer I've ever had. I mean, you go to the bar, somebody just says, hey, $2 PBR. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Don't even fucking ask me twice.
Sway somewhere shaking his head right now going, damn it. They're talking about PBR.
Sway's going to drink so many PBRs.
Yeah, he probably is. Funny. He's like, let me see what this is all about. What is this?
Milwaukee's Best. Remember that beer?
Yes.
That's an awful beer.
I've never tried it.
Milwaukee's best. The Beast. They used to call him the Beast.
Never tried it. Never interested.
Don't.
PBR, that's as far as I go with Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's best, man. I've had that.
That's as far as I go with Milwaukee. No, game 3. What adjustments are the Bucks going to make?
Here's
any.
Here's my thing about the Bucks. I really feel like in game 3 they could actually run the offense. You know what I mean? Like the coach hasn't been listened to all series.
When you got Bledsoe scoring 9 points a game.
Bledsoe.
You're bringing in Deladova to try to stop the bleeding.
Bledsoe can't play, man. Bledsoe can't play.
Bledsoe's lost, and his first.
Lost.
These are his first 2 games playing in the playoffs of his career. So he looks like a deer in the headlights. No pun intended.
Literally, I'm not gonna lie. Like before Bledsoe said all that shit about Rozier.
Yeah,
I was watching those games like, dude, Bledsoe, what are you doing? What are you doing?
He has no clue. And this back and forth of him and Rozier, even before he said what he said, you could tell in game 1. These stare downs, pushing off each other.
And the push
like Rozier is so much in his head, and it's not even like Rozier is purposely trying to do this. He's just playing his game.
Yeah.
He's just having fun, and Bledsoe is he's that pissed off.
No, I think
pissed off ball player. Like what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, he is.
He's like, what am I doing wrong?
And he's gonna throw some fucking bows and next.
Like
game.
at least when he said the stupid shit that he said, he's like touching his head and looking down, like, yo, look directly at the camera and say, I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Like, be a man about it.
I know who he is, man.
He's like looking down, like, I don't.
It's cool.
I don't know.
Cool. Go,
I don't know who the fuck he is. He looks down. No, come on, man. Come on. If you're gonna throw some shade out there, be real. Be legit about it.
Who the fuck is Terry Rozier?
That's what
I don't know who that motherfucker is, man.
Would have been more.
Fuck
I
you.
would have given him more respect for that than the way he said it. So fuck him.
I don't know who the fuck that is, man.
So fuck him.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Question: Why won't the Bucks play? And I know he's kind of like on a time restriction.
Zeller?
No. Oh yeah, that'd be funny.
Hi, this is Tyler Zeller from the Boston Celtics. You're listening to Causeway Street Podcast.
Brogdon. Why isn't Brogdon playing more minutes?
Brogdon should start over fucking Bledsoe.
Snell? No, he should start over Snell.
At least over Snell.
Snell has scored 4 total points in the series. He looks like I don't want to be here.
He
looks like Bledsoe. I don't want to be here.
Consistent.
If Snell if Snell isn't scoring, he shouldn't be in the lineup.
No, he shouldn't be.
If I'm a Bucks fan, right?
Also too, like you got Deladova, you got
your boy, the Jet, Jason Terry.
JT
scored 3 points in the series so far. Jabari Parker says he wants to play more minutes. Throw him in there.
Jabari Parker is a chump, actually.
Well, better than fucking playing Snell and Zeller and.
No, I love Tony Snell,
but he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
What is he supposed to be doing?
Scoring.
I know.
He's not doing it.
We'll see what happens. I say you stick with the same lineup. You obviously stick with the same lineup in game 3 to start game 3. You start Snell and you start Bledsoe. If they suck at home, then
it's 3-0.
Then you gotta make the change for game 4. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. This motherfucking coach ain't gonna fucking coach this team next year.
Well, that was
it doesn't fucking matter.
That was my next question.
This coach could literally tell him to go, hey, do me a favor. If you suck that clown's, it will win the series. And Eric Bledsoe's like, I ain't sucking no clown's. And he's like, all right, well, guess we'll lose the series.
Well, that was my next question.
I guess we'll lose the series.
Is Brad Stevens just coaching circles around this dude?
Oh yeah.
Is it not even fair?
Yeah, it's not even fair. Not even fair.
Well, Brad Stevens.
This dude.
He won his first game one in the first round.
This dude he's the second worst coach in the Eastern Conference.
Who's the worst?
Ty
Lue.
Tied with Nate McMillan. That series is the worst coaches of all time. Now, I love Nate McMillan.
I love me some Nate McMillan.
I love him, but he's not a great coach. Like, you see him, he'll sit there and he'll be like, oh, is this Dame Lillard? Oh, no, it's Oladipo. Hey, get it to him. You issued wide open three, huh? Huh? That's Nate McMillan versus fucking Stotts.
Who's also getting shitted on in the playoffs.
Yeah.
By the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay, I'm going to bring this up. What the fuck's going on in that series, bro?
It's called Playoff Rondo.
Gentry?
Hold on. It's Gentry, but it's called Playoff Rondo.
No, wait.
Drew Holiday has been a beast.
You can't blame it on Rondo.
And, hold on, and the best big man in the league, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, bro.
Okay, that's 3 versus 6.
I understand that. But if Rondo...
They're going to beat the Warriors in the second round?
Listen. If Rondo and Holiday are outplaying Lillard and McCollum,
then
that's it. Because Portland doesn't have anything else. And it's the same thing with like when we talk about the Wizards. If those two, Bradley Beal and John Wall, they're not at their...
Possession?
What was that?
Rondo, that possession. Like,
when he hit the three when they were playing Gangsta's Paradise, yeah, of course.
All my life, living in a Gangsta's Paradise.
That was a great game last night. But going back to the Celtics real quick, do we expect more of the same in Game 3? Any adjustments by Brad Stevens? I mean, they only committed 5 turnovers last game.
The only adjustment I would say is play less Larkin.
Come on, man. Larkin's been defensively. He's been doing it.
Fine, he's been okay.
I mean, look at Moose too.
But
Moose,
the whole literally
Moose knows the Bucks, their playbook pretty much.
Every time they've gone on like a 12-0 run, it's been in the first quarter, and then the second quarter team just lets the Bucks back in.
Yeah, but I mean, in Game 2, that wasn't as bad as Game 1. The Bucks cut into the deficit, but
true.
The Celtics, they created their own.
All right, all I gotta say is this: let's get it in 6, baby. Let's get it in 6, baby. Let's go.
Oh, it's 6 now. It's not 4.
What did I say last time?
Before last week, you said 7.
I said 4.
No, you said 7.
Oh, I said 4.
No. At the beginning of this episode, you said 4. But last week you said 7. Only if Smart comes back. That's what you said.
Smart's come back. Game 7. Okay, let's go.
Oh, but you're saying, but now it's gonna go 7. I said 6.
Listen, I thought the Bucks.
I think the Celtics might win it in 5, though.
I thought the Bucks would have some type of cine, but they don't.
It's tough, man. It's tough when one team wants it more than the other.
All right, well, we missed Joel. You heard me. You heard me.
I mean, hopefully the Celtics
wait
take care of business.
Wait, I got
in Milwaukee, and they won't have to come back and just wait for the winner of the Philadelphia and the Heat series. They'll just be chilling. That'd be the best thing. Be the best thing for them.
Philly is 6, so who are you taking?
Philly's gonna win that, and Philly's gonna win that in 5.
I said Philly or Sixers.
Oh, I thought you said Phillies. I thought you said Phillies in 6. I thought I was like, no, Phillies in 5.
Philly in 7.
I think it's gonna be Philly in 5. Unless Dwayne Wade scores 28 points the rest of the series every game, that's not gonna happen. You know why? Because Hassan Whiteside sucks.
I really actually think
he's one of the most overrated players ever.
I really actually think it was just like Olynyk, Tyler Johnson, and Dragic were just like, let's be the whitest motherfuckers in the world. And then Dwayne Wade got there. They were like, fuck, man, we can't even be white no more.
And this is without Deion Waiters, too. So,
well, Waiters was Dwayne Wade.
Yes.
If Waiters was playing right now, they would not need no Dwayne Wade.
Maybe,
but
I think Dwayne Wade still adds a
little
dynamic that the Heat don't have, and that's veteran
what's
leadership.
James Johnson's deal?
What do you mean? Oh, playoff James Johnson?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me.
You tell me.
Non-existent.
Dwayne Wade sucks.
He's been pretty good though. But
when I see Dwayne Wade fucking balling, I gotta say, shout out to Dwayne Wade.
Well,
1 out of 2. 1 out of 2.
1 out of 2. We'll see. Well, time to wrap up this edition of the Causeway Street Podcast, the way we do with every episode with...
In case you missed it.
And in case you missed it, since we're talking about the Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay, Philadelphia.
Joel Embiid made his NBA playoff debut in Game 3.
Don't baby me no more.
I know, right? He's pissed. He was upset. Even his coach is like, "Well, you got to understand him. You know, he's upset." And we're gonna start him in Game 3, which is exactly what they did. Philly beat the Miami Heat in Game 3. Mr. Trust the Process finished with 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists in 30 minutes. And the Sixers lead that series 2-1. So, good for Embiid. And in case you missed it, sad news to report from the NBA family as Aaron Popovich, wife of San Antonio.
Bush?
No, Aaron Popovich.
Who?
Aaron Popovich, wife of Coach Greg Popovich, has passed away on Wednesday. The couple was together for 40 years. They had 2 daughters and 2 grandkids. Thoughts and prayers with the Spurs family and the Popovich family, obviously, during this difficult time. No word if and when Pop will return to the sidelines. So,
can I say though?
Go ahead.
I'm sure Aaron Popovich was like a very awesome woman. We need to give more props to the woman in our lives.
I agree.
Because
I agree with you.
Aaron Popovich should not die, and that's the first time I've ever heard of her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
When the Spurs win, it should be Greg and Aaron Popovich.
Well, she was very private, and I mean, she's well known. She's well known in the Spurs.
I know, and you know what? It sounds like she's been a great fucking coach.
Yeah,
and a great fucking role model. But I mean, like, I'm sorry, we don't give enough
credit
in our lives for this woman that fucking make us who we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would never be here without Paula.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So like, if Paula like got there, I'd be like, yeah. Or if I got where I wanted to go, I would never be like, you know, I'm here by myself. Just give me the honors. You know what I mean?
Completely agree.
Like, I really feel like Steve Kerr wins the championship this year. Should be Steve and whoever the fuck he's married to, Kerr.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand completely what you're saying.
It's too much. It's too much of a man's world, and like, it's not even that like women need to like get with a man. It's just they need to be honored more. You know.
Amen, brother. I appreciate you saying that because
because that's my big thing. It's like I'm not mad that the chick died.
Yeah.
I'm mad that.
It's the first time you were hearing about her, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The first time I ever heard about her when she died.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm mad about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should know Greg and Aaron Popovich.
Yeah.
Before she passed away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, R.I.P.
Rest in peace to Aaron Popovich. In case you missed it, Marcus Smart revealed to the media earlier this week.
Damn, you never fucking end on that shit.
That he's targeting a possible Game 7 return.
There he goes.
And if the Bucks, if they make it that far,
yeah,
the 4th-year guard says that he's looking forward to making this return per request of his mother, who was diagnosed recently with bone marrow cancer.
Damn, Joel, what the fuck you trying to make me do right now?
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just thought that's something important that needs to be, reiterated.
I understand 100% how to react to that shit, but
I mean, look.
Fuck.
The good thing is, according to Smart, he says that his mother told him seeing him on the court would bring, in the playoffs especially, would bring a smile to her face. So Smart is doing everything he can to return to the court per request of his mother.
Grandmama's got to say it. You got to do it.
I mean, in case you missed it, some more sad news, but this time out of Boston and New England, as legendary Patriots broadcaster and play-by-play announcer Gil Santos has passed away at the age of 80 years old.
Gil
has passed. May he rest in peace. And our thoughts and prayers are with the Patriots and the Santos family.
I'm out on this one, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This was a little
damn. This
is a little sad in case you missed it, but
no, this is the worst in case you missed it of all time.
I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
Of all fucking time.
I mean, I had to mention it. Being a Boston sports fan,
you know, to mention shit.
I was raised on Boston sports, and you can't mention the Patriots without mentioning Gil Santos. And even though he retired after the 2012 season, it's never been the same since he's been gone.
No.
So, prayers up
Damn it, Gil.
to the Santos family. That's it. That's all I got for.
In case you missed it.
All right, well, it's very depressing case. It,
I'm sorry.
Thank you for making everything in my life fucking cry.
I'm sorry.
Literally made everything in my life
But
cry.
hey, the Bruins won. They're up 3-1.
Okay.
The Red Sox won, and they've been killing it. Great start. Celtics are up 2-0 in their series.
Mm-hmm.
So just look on the bright side. I didn't even get to shout out the Bruins last week because I was at their regular season finale at home the week before.
Hey.
And even though they lost, that was some exciting hockey.
Bruins about to win the cup, I think.
Yeah, man, it looks that way.
They get out of the first round, get an easy second round opponent, and they can see what happens then.
Question: why does Toronto play Sweet Caroline?
I don't know. We gotta ask them.
That's just weird. That's weird. That's like kind of bigging up the Bruins. I don't know. That's just me.
All right. All your questions that I asked for, we're gonna ask next time. All right.
That's right. Hit us up on Twitter if you have any questions that you want read on the podcast, and we'll shout you out. And a big shout out to Sway down in, well, it's not even down. It's kind of like across. No, across to Milwaukee. That's where he's at. Well, I mean, we won't hear from him, but you can follow him on Twitter.
Find yourself a gun.
At JOE_SWAY for your in-depth coverage of the Celtics.
Find yourself a
in
gun.
Milwaukee. Will they wrap up the series this weekend? I don't know. I mean, Dutra said at the beginning of the podcast that they would. Now he's saying it's going to be 7.
Over.
I don't know. So it's over?
Yeah.
What do you think? It's over?
Done.
All right. Also, follow us on Snapchat, yo. Sway's going to be putting up some crazy snaps. Follow us on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Plus, like us on Facebook. All that Causeway Street. Haven't done that in a while, so just a reminder.
Follow us.
And follow Sean, DUTRA, on Twitter.
I know how it is now.
No, it still is. It's still there. It's still the same. And you can follow me too. At JOEL_CSP. For all your Celtics coverage.
Go Celtics.
That will wrap it up for another episode of the Causeway Street Podcast. Make sure to tune in every week in the month of April during the playoffs. We'll have
what we gonna have?
We'll have all your playoff coverage. And make sure to listen to our last episode for our playoff predictions because things are looking a little iffy right now for some of our predictions.
Iffy. Yeah.
Some of our predictions.
Iffy to say the least. I'm losing a lot of money on these series.
Like if you bet against the Pelicans, if you bet against the Jazz, if you bet against the Celtics, boy, I don't want to be in your shoes.
All right.
All right, folks. Until next time.
You would not take this $2,800 bet.
What's the $2,800 bet? That the Celtics would lose?
I mean, Thunder wins the fucking NBA Finals.
No, wouldn't take it.
I took it.
Well, on that note, for all of us here on Causeway Street, my name is Joel Pavone, Sean Dutra across from me, and on behalf of Joe Sway, who's in Milwaukee, we are the Causeway Street Podcast. We'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Later.